my name is Linda. Welcome back to my channel. I'm coming to you from Dargland here in Sydney. Today's a gloomy day, but you'll notice that it's brighter than the last video. And that's because I told myself I'll film in the day if I'm going to film at all. So I'm going to do that. Today's video is a bit different. I decided to do a haul video. And you'll notice that I don't seem to do that at the end of my podcasts, and I think it's just because I've talked for so long that the last thing I want to do is talk more. But I've compiled things that I've just had lying around. So for the last, I want to say 4 months, I've had just parcels of yarn that I haven't opened, and it's really unlike me because as soon as I get my yarn package, I'll open it. But for some reason in the last couple of months I've been distracted and I've just kept these parcels of yarn in their parcels. So I have two that are still, two still in package. I have a few things from Fiberfest that I got last weekend, and I have a couple of things that I got within that time period that I had opened. So it's a little bit of everything. I had projects intended for most things that I bought. Well, I want to say I had projects intended for most things that I bought, but it's kind of not true. Well, we'll come across it if it's not true, but I'm sure I had projects in mind because I'm trying to do that thing where I make sure I buy things that I plan to knit for. Buy yarn that I plan have. Anyway, you know what I'm talking about. I just have a lot of yarn in general, so it's kind of been a goal of mine to sort of go through it, in which case I shouldn't be buying more yarn. But most of these things have projects, hopefully. We'll get to that when we get to that. I want to start with things that are probably unopened, because that's probably straightforward. So I went to Fiberfest last weekend. I got to meet some really cool people. I got to hang out with a bunch of Aussie knitters and people that I've been talking to online for ages. They know who they are. I had a great time. I got to go with the wonderful Patricias. They both have channels here on YouTube, so I'll link them below. And yeah, it was really fun. It was an exhausting day. It was really cool to see as many yarn stores that were there. It was cool to see people out and outdoors. I made the worst choice in wearing the hottest thing I could possibly own. Well, it was the warmest thing I could possibly wear, and that's what I decided to wear on such a warm day. Yeah, I totally regret that. But otherwise, it was really fun. I only bought a few things, one of which I'm missing and I can't seem to find for the life of me, but I kind of figured I would lose it. It's somewhere in my stash of yarns, and I've already gone through the whole thing to look for it, but I can't seem to find it. Anyway, that was, I don't have it, but that was from Mile High Merino. It was a really cool tiny gadget of a gauge swatch ruler plus needle. It's slipping my mind actually. I could figure out what needles my needles were. Oh, that's not very good English. But it was a tiny little ruler, basically a little square ruler, hand carved in. What did she tell me? Somewhere locally in New South Wales, and that was really cool. But like I said, I'd used it a couple of days ago, and then I've since lost it, so I can't figure out where it is to show you. Moving on though, I bought, this was the first thing I bought, and it's adagio. I've said it differently multiple times, and I probably am still saying it wrong. This was a local mill that I wanted yarn for quite some time. They did close, I think last year or throughout COVID, but they've since reopened, and so I did really want to check them out and have a look at their yarn. So I bought 2 skeins of just 8-ply alpaca. This is in the color rusty brown. I have wanted to make, It's a petiteknit pattern, but I forgot the name. I've forgotten the name, but it would have been a baby sweater, but I don't know the name of it. But yeah, I bought yarn for that. It's super soft. It's this beautiful like teddy color, and it's very squishy. Yeah. So that's that. I also bought this skein. I had to look on my receipts as to where this was from because there's no tag, and for the life of me I can't remember the store, but my Google receipts says it's from Wool to Yarn. This is alpaca. It's just such a pretty combination of colors, and I intend to use this as a contrast color. I mean, I might change my mind, but I did, when I purchased it, I thought this would be a great contrast color for another petiteknit pattern. I think it's like a Friday sweater. Or I might change my mind. I don't know. But yeah, I didn't buy too much. That's all I got. So that was from Fiberfest. I bought some yarn from Rainbow and Sprinkles a couple of months back. I want to say like 3 months back or 4 months back. And they had a sale going on, and I thought that was kind of a perfect excuse and time to buy something. So I got this beautiful rainbow skein. It's called Paddle Pop. It's in their 4-ply, which is just 85% merino and 15% nylon. It does look very much like a paddle pop to me, and I think I purely got this for nostalgic reasons. I don't really have a plan in mind. Maybe I was gonna make some, I think I was like, maybe this is a good sock yarn. I don't know, maybe I won't make some socks, but I only bought one skein, so that's probably what it's gonna be. I also got these 2 skeins, also of the same combination, so oh no, this is more, so 75% merino and 25% nylon. This is called kokomo. I don't think I'm saying it right, but it's this stunning transition of pinks to yellows, and I'm so obsessed with this kind of color combination. So I was eyeing it for quite some time, and when they had sales, I was like, I'm snapping that. So I have 2 skeins of this. I have no idea what I'm going to make of it. This was purely because I really loved these colors. I guess I'm picturing a sweater, but I don't have very good visualization of like how a skein looks when it looks like this to when it's wound up to when it's in a sweater. So it looks amazing like this, but I don't know how it's going to turn out in a sweater. So I don't know, maybe that's what that will be for. I have 2 skeins, so I can probably play around with something fun. And I also got some I was going to say stitch markers. These are not stitch markers, these are needle stoppers. I got some fun needle stoppers because I'm always needing these, and the problem with me is I never put them on my projects. So I have plenty of these. Well, not plenty, but I have quite a few of these, and I just forget to use them. So hopefully, yeah, I'll keep remembering to use these because I keep losing my stitches, and that's my fault more than anything. But those were really fun. So yeah, that was from Rainbow and Sprinkles. Before I move on, I should say that I'm wearing this chantilly vest from Penrose Knits. This was a test knit. I will probably speak about this more when I do a podcast, but in case people were wondering, and it will slip my mind because it already has, but this was knit in Saga, held double in Saga, and then I want to say this is drops Nord, and then Hobby Kid Silk, like super Kid Silk. Yeah, it's a really cool combination. I've blocked it. I haven't had the chance to wear it, so I literally just put this on for the sake of the video so that I could hide my coffee stain that I have on this t-shirt. Anyway, now that you know that, that's wonderful. I'm gonna open some parcels. So I've only got 2 parcels. This is from Knitting for Olive. I've actually never bought from their website. There's a store in Australia called Yarn Bowl, which is where I've got my previous batch of knitting from Olive from. And I think I was initially on that website, but there were colors that I wanted that they didn't have. And so I bit the bullet and just bought from the Knitting for Olive website. It did take a little while, so if you're from Australia, you know that shipping from Europe and UK will always take like up to a month. So, you know, there is the option of going to Yarn Bowl, which is in Queensland, going to their online website. So yeah, I'm opening these parcels for the first time, so that's kind of fun. It's well packaged. Oh God. Hopefully I remember what I bought, because I don't really. Oh, this is, okay, so I bought, okay, I think I bought 2 skeins of pure silk in powder. I already have 2 skeins of this, so I think I wanted to combine that to a quantity for like maybe a garment, a summer garment. I think I've written down my plans somewhere, or maybe I wrote them in my head, which is probably why I don't remember. So yeah, I already have 2 of these that I bought from Yarn Bowl. I don't remember what I was gonna make. Maybe it was a ranunculus, I don't know. I know it was a summer garment. Maybe it was, I've recently bought the Ozetta moon tea, so I think maybe I had plans to make that. Yeah, that would be kind of cool. I've never knit with pure silk, so that would be fun. This one I remember what I bought for. So this is 100% cashmere. I think this is their eco cashmere, if I'm not mistaken. This is in the color linen. So it's a really similar color actually. So this is powder and this is linen. So I want to make naked knits bra in this. I don't remember which bra, but I had in mind that I was going to make a bra. Yeah, I think that's what that's for. I think I do this thing where I chuck all the things I want in my cart and then I look at it and I'm like, how do I cull you down? Because I think initially I had so many of these cashmere yarn in my cart, and I think there are so many beautiful colors. They have really nice, simple, kind of organic colors, and it took me a while just to narrow it down just to one shade. And I think I just wanted to make sure I tried out to knit it like before I bought more skeins of yarn that will just be lying around. So hopefully I'll make that, because that's something I want to make for quite some time. Oh wait, what is this? Okay. So I've got some pure silk. This is in the color dark cognac, and I have, oh, this is not anywhere near similar. Okay, that'll be interesting. I bought some cotton merino in ochre brown. So these were meant to be kind of a similar tone color, and I was meant to combine these two to make one of my favorite things knitwear sets. It's the stripy one, the ribbed one with the shorts. I want to say like camisole 8 and shorts 1. I have a feeling that's the right thing, and if it's not, I'll link it below. But that's what I intended to make from that. But now that I'm looking at it in person, they look nothing alike. So I don't know how that's going to end up together. This is the yarn recommendation for that pattern. Or actually not completely. I specifically wanted cotton merino because we're going into summer, and I know how I tend to be with like summer clothing. Like I don't love things that are rather, okay, I'm sorry, I'm not wording this right. I just think that I'm not going to wear it if it's too warm. So anything with like 100% merino, it's just not going to be comfortable for me, especially in the Sydney summer. Like, we're humid, we're hot. It sounds great in theory, but I need it to be kind of practical. So there's some cotton involved in this. How much is there? 70% cotton. So hopefully that will be nice and breezy. I'm a bit disappointed by the colors. I mean, we'll see how they are. It might not be too bad when I knit them up together, but they're very different in person. Yeah, that's fine. That was my bad. So I got, I don't know how many skeins. The recommended amount, I think. So there's 4 of the cotton merino and 4 of the silk. Yeah. I'm trying to remember what I got this for, because I don't remember. This is oatmeal. The color's oatmeal. This is cotton merino again. I've got quite a few of these. I have a feeling that I wanted to make the Selma sleep suit. I think that's what I bought all this for. I hope that's what it is. So I have 6 skeins of this. Yeah, I really like the cotton merino. I haven't like personally used it yet, but it feels great. It feels like I've used cotton before, and cotton feels kind of heavy to me. But this feels really light, and I can barely feel the cotton. I don't know if that sounds weird. Yeah, anyway, I can't wait to knit with that, because I've been really curious about this combination for quite some time, like the merino and cotton. And hopefully it'll be a good like, summer piece. So that's all the knitting for Olive. Moving on to the last one. This is a big one, so bear with me. And this purchase, I don't remember what was in here. So it's been a while. I want to say I ordered this in like June, and I haven't opened it yet, which is really weird for me. So Drops was having a sale, and I usually only buy Drops when there's a sale, unless I really need something for a project or a test knit and I'm missing yarn. So this is a huge order. I'm just cringing about the space issue that I have and the yarn issue, but that's a whole other thing. So I have, first up, Drops Wish in shade 1. I bought this purely because I have some already and I want to make enough for a sweater. So I had to buy, I want to make some, no, that's not good English. I bought some more to make up for a sweater's quantity. So I have 5 more to add to, I want to say the 4 or 5 that I already have. And I've had a pattern in mind for ages. So it's the Sari Nordlund Luminen sweater. I've had that pattern for such a long time, and I think I cast it on with this like sandy beige color, and I didn't love the color. So I unraveled that and like waited. I decided that I wanted more of a white color, kind of similar to what her picture was on her sample. So I think, yeah, I was kind of being like, at some point I'll get some more white yarn to combine with another white yarn to make that sweater. So that's what that is. I have Drops Brushed Alpaca Silk in the color beige or light beige. Where is it? Oh, it doesn't say it, but I'm pretty sure this is light beige, number 4. It's really fluffy. So it's thicker than their Kids Silk Mohair, and I've used this in other garments before. It's this really nice kind of fluffy texture, very soft, just like mohair would be, a bit fuzzy. I have 6, and I think I wanted to make fortune sweater with this, so I think it's Night Sky Owl Knitting. Her podcast, she's got a podcast. I think she showcased the fortune sweater a couple of podcasts ago, and I've been meaning to make that one day. So I got enough yarn to, I think, make that. So yeah, that's what that's for. Oh wait, I have more than 6. I have 8. I hope that's what that was for. Sometimes I don't know, I have this bad habit of just adding an extra skein, because if I do have another ball, it's just all gonna go into a scraps mohair container to one day make the spot sweater by Anne Bensel. So yeah, that's what that is. I have another brushed alpaca silk. This one's in 14. Actually, I think I remember what this is for. This is for, I don't remember the name of it. Oh, okay, I'll show a picture because I don't remember the name. But it was this beautiful blue / pink sweater, like a colorwork sweater. I've had that pattern for ages, and there was a particular Ravelry project that I came across with this particular combination of colors that really drew me into making it. And I already have some of those colors in mind, and I just needed the blue to go with that. Is it blue? Yeah, I guess blue. So I'll link the photo that I'm trying to reference, and I'll link the pattern, but that's what this is for. Yeah, I am trying to use up my stash, and in doing so I'm buying more yarn to contribute to that same stash. Yeah, I don't know, my logic is not making much sense right now. I'm trying to slow down my purchases. I don't know if that's working, I doubt it is. Okay, alright, I've only got one type of yarn left. This is Drops Alpaca. I have this in 4 colors? I don't know why I have it in 4 colors. Alright, I have it in 4 colors. I've got it in 9024. I've got it in 7323. And I've got it in 0100 and 9028. These particular colors are going to be used for the Bloomstrick cardigan that I think I once spoke about in a few videos ago. That was a colorwork steeking cardigan by Sandnes garn. I hope this yarn is, we'll see how this goes. I've been trying to look for a particular shade for my grandma for quite some time, so I landed on this muted plummy pink. Was it pink? Yeah, I mean it's a plum. It's a rosy plum. She wanted something kind of like a muted tone of a pink, nothing too bright, something closer to burgundy, and I felt like this was really close. So it's held with a white like that. I'll link the pattern so you can see what I'm talking about. And I intend to make one for myself, so I'll be using these 2 colors as my combo, and these 2 colors for her. So yeah, I have enough for that. It's always interesting when you see things online and then you see them in person. I'm pretty happy with it. I thought this would be a bit more yellow. This is coming across more lime green in person. On camera it's coming up as a beautiful butter yellow. In person it's a touch more lime green. I mean, that's okay, I think. Yeah, that's okay with me. But yeah, it's really interesting when you get things in person, because it's like, it's not what you expected. And you have to kind of adjust your like reasoning and be like, yeah, that's fine. That's what I intended to do. Anyway. I actually don't remember what I got this for. I think I got it to match mohair that I already have in a tone that's close to this. So in camera it's coming across really blue, but in person it's very green. It's quite a nice aqua tone with a lot of streaks of yellow, and that's why it leans more green in person. I don't remember what this is for. Oh, I actually think I wanted to make myself an olive cardigan. So I made olive cardigan we're still in the same year, a couple of months ago. So in June, I think I made the olive cardigan for my partner's mum. And after I finished that, I like immediately wanted one for myself, because that's kind of like the saddest, well, I guess like gift knits are really wonderful in that sense, because you give them away and people are really happy to have them. But then I'm like, I want one for me. So I had to, yeah, I was like thinking about what colors I wanted. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if this is the green that I had in mind. I wanted a bit more of a like sea foam kind of green, like a dusty artichoke, knitting for olive kind of green. It's definitely not like that. It's definitely more teal, aqua, but that's okay. I'll pair it up with the mohair that I have in mind, and we'll see if that mutes down the color a bit. But yeah, that's what that was for. So that should be fun. A lot of these projects, I don't know when they're gonna happen, but hopefully I won't be touching warehouse for quite some time. Yeah, I really enjoy their sales, but it hurts my bank and my space. But yeah, that's all I have to show for. Hopefully there won't be many haul videos in the future, because it's my personal goal to really get through my stash. So maybe I'll do some stash busting videos instead. And even just a stash organization or something, because I need to work out how to pack everything away in a neat orderly fashion. I kind of have just yarn everywhere, sort of. But yeah, I'll hopefully get through that. I'll see you for a podcast hopefully soon in the near future. Thank you for sticking around. Hope you enjoyed this video. I'll see you next time.